Hi class, tonight we are going to be doing another math lesson. At any point in this video, if you need help, you need to rewatch something, go ahead and hit that pause button and rewind. If you need a pause to take notes as I'm writing, click the pause button, take your notes, and then continue watching. Our lesson is on factor trees. This one's one of my favorite lessons. I really enjoy doing it. I think you guys will too. It's found in Swun 2-3. Our objective tonight is I will write a number as a product of its prime factors. Our vocabulary words, we have factor. So in our multiplication expression, we have 2 times 4 equals 8. The numbers I circled, 2 and 4, those are our factors. 8 would be our product or our answer to our multiplication expression. So we had 2 and 4 are our products. If I had 20 times 20, my 2 factors are 20 and 20. A factor is whatever you are multiplying. The 2 numbers that you're multiplying together are the factors. My product for that one would be 400. So again, product is the answer to a multiplication problem. Okay, so factors, those are the ones that fit into those multiplication problems. So if I have the number 12, I want to try and think of all the numbers I can multiply to fit in to get to 12. I think of 1 times 12. That will give me an answer of 12. I like to go in order. 2 times 6 will get me 12. I'm going to ask 3 times 4 will get me to 12. I'm actually going to pause because the next number would be 4, but I would just be doing the same thing as this one, 4 times 3. So I'm at a repeat. So that's where I'm going to pause. My factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Okay, another vocabulary word is a composite number. This is any number that has more than 2 factors. It has more than 2 factors. And again, if we refer back to 12, we can see that it has more than 2 factors. It has more than 2 numbers that multiply each other to get to 12. This one actually has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factors. 12 has 6 factors. Let's think of another number. If we think of 9, I can multiply 1 times 9. I can ask myself 2 times, I can't multiply 2 by anything to get to 9. 3, I can multiply 3 by 3 to get to 9. And I'm going to pause because I'm at a repeat, 3 times 3. So 9 actually has 3 factors. Let's look at 20. Number 20. 1 times 20 is 20. 2 times 10 is 20. 3 times, there's nothing I can multiply 3 by to get to 20. 4 times 5 equals to 20. The next number I would do is 5, but I already have it here, so I'm at a repeat, so I'm going to stop. So 20 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factors. And let's try one more. So 36, I'm going to try and find all the factors of 36. 1 times 36, 2 times 18, 3 times 12, 4 times 9, 5 times, 5, I can't multiply by 5 because I would have to have a 0 or a 5 in my ones place. That one wouldn't work. And then 6 times 6. And again, I'm going to stop here because I have a repeat. So 36 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 factors. Again, I didn't circle both 6s because I already have one of them. Okay, we're going to move on to prime numbers. Prime numbers have exactly 2 factors. So for example, if we think of the number 11, I can multiply 1 times 11 to get to 11. 2 times, I can't multiply anything by 2 to get to 11. 3 times, can't multiply anything by 3. 4 times, can't multiply anything by 4. 5 times, nope, I can't multiply by 5. 6 times, I can't multiply by anything by 6. 7, nope. 8, 9, 10. This is the only one that I can multiply to get to 11. So that has 1, 2 factors. Let's think of the number 3. 3 times, 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times, I can't multiply 2 by anything to get to 3. 3 times 1, I'm at a repeat, so my only factors are 1 and 3. Okay, and let's look at 5. I can multiply 1 times 5, 2 times, 2 doesn't work. 3 times, I can't get anything for 3. 4 times, nope. So I only have 1 and 5, so there's only 2 factors. So again, if there's only 2 factors that to get your product, that is a prime number. Special note, 0 and 1 are not, they are not prime or composite numbers. They're neither. That's just a special note. Okay, under notes we have rules. Our first rule is that there are no ones allowed in our factor tree. In the factor tree. Okay, and then our second one, all branches end in apples. And again, our apples are our prime numbers. It's just a fancy word that we're going to be calling them our apples. It's just another word for our prime numbers. Okay. We're going to turn our paper over. We're going to do our steps. Our first step says create a factor tree following these rules. Step number 2 says write your factors. Write your factors, these ones that are the prime numbers. When we're talking about these factors, they're going to be the prime numbers or apples in least to greatest order as an expression. And again, expression is without an answer. We're going to cross off as we go. Trees may look different. Here's a special note. Trees may look different, but there is only one correct answer. I'm going to keep my steps out and I'm going to switch to a red pen. So that means that you are pausing, you are watching, and you're going to understand how to make a factor tree right now. So step number 1 says create a factor tree following these rules. Write your factors, prime numbers from least to greatest. Okay, I need to cross off as I go. So I need to make my factor tree first. So 20, I can use my caret and I'm going to write 2 factors that make my answer 20. So I can think of 2 times 10 to get to 20. Then I'm going to break down my 2. But if I think about it, the only numbers I can multiply are 1 and 2 to get to 2. And if I look back at my special rule, 1s are not allowed. So I am actually not going to split up the 2. I'm actually done. I have an apple for my 2. So now I'm going to do my 10. 2 times 5. And again, 2 is, I can only multiply 1 and a 2 to get to it. And then 5, I can only multiply a 1 and a 5. So I'm actually done and I have my apples. So I'm going to circle my apples as I finish them. So I'm going to just double check my steps. I've created a factor tree following these rules. I wrote the factors, prime numbers, or apples in least to greatest order as an expression. I actually haven't done that yet. So now that I have my factors, I need to write an expression. 2, this is for that 2, multiplied by 2, and then I'm multiplying it by my last factor by 5. So this would be my answer. Oh, I forgot to cross off as I went. Don't forget to cross off. Okay, I'm just going to double check. Did I do all my steps? Oh, I came across this next step. It says trees may look different, but there's still only one correct answer. So I'm going to show you another way I could have made a factor tree for 20. I could have split it up. 4 times 5 equals to 20. And then I could have broken down that 4, 2 times 2. And then if I broke down the 5, again, it would just be 5 times 1 or 1 times 5. But there's no 1s allowed in my factor tree. So I'm done. I have my apples, so I'm going to circle my apples. Then I'm going to cross off as I go. 2 times 2 times 5. And I have my expression. Notice my factor trees look different, but I came up with the exact same answer. I'm going to do 18, split up 18. I'm going to do 3 times 6 equals 18. So I have 3 times 6, 3 times 1. So that's the only number I can multiply is 1 and 3. So I'm done with 3. 6, I'm going to multiply 2 times 3 to get to 6. And again, I have all prime numbers now. So I'm going to circle my factors. And now I'm going to write my expression crossing off as I go. 2 times 3 times 3. I am all done. And again, I could show you another one. 18, and I could have had 2 times 9. And then 9 is 3 and 3. Circle my factors. Write my expression crossing off as I go. And I wrote it in least to greatest. And I ended up with the exact same answer. Okay, now we're going to go down to 7. I'm going to ask myself, what can I break this 7 down into? I could only break it down to 7 and 1 actually, and there's no 1s allowed in that factor tree. So mine is just 7. Okay, so the answer for that one would just be 7. I could have said that it is 7 times 1. Okay, we're going to get out our green pen. We have 2 guided practice problems that we're going to do together. We have 12. I'm going to split it up, and I'm going to do 3 times 4. I can break up 4 by 2 and 2. So I've done step number 1. I created my factor tree. Now I'm going to circle my apples, and I am going to do step number 2. I'm going to write my prime numbers or apples in least to greatest. So 2 times 2 times 3. And I have my answer. And I'm going to do number 2. I'm going to split that up. 24. I'm going to do 2 times 12. So 2 times 12. 2 is a prime number, so I'm going to do 12. I'm going to do 3 times 4 equals to 12. 3 is a prime number, so I'm going to move on to 4. 4 I can multiply by 2 and 2. Circle all my apples. Then I'm going to do step number 2, writing them in least to greatest. So I have 2. I'm crossing off as I go. 2 times 2 times 3. Here is my answer. Okay, you have 2 problems for homework, and you're going to rate your understanding. Have a wonderful evening.